This man is ready and waiting. Waiting for what he feels is the imminent collapse of our society. He calls himself a survivalist, and he's not alone. This week on News Center 4 at 6, reporter Linda Yee explores the reasons why more and more people are planning for the worst. Join her for The Survivalists. You'll find out just how prepared they are and how far they're prepared to go to stay that way.
What are you afraid of? Almost everyone is afraid of something. You might fear heights, spiders, even a certain shade of blue. You might fear any of 1,000 things. Join reporter Lucy Ablin as she probes the unreasonable fears which can haunt our lives. Watch Phobias this week on News Center 4 at 6. Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of.
There's a new game in the Bay Area, and all this week on News Center 4 at 6, reporter Evan White will tell you all about it. It's called Foreign Investment. To play, you have to qualify for special benefits granted foreign investors by the U.S. government. Americans don't qualify. The object is to buy up as much of America as you can, especially here in California. Sound like fun? It is. Everyone who plays wins. The only losers are Americans who can't play anyway.
Excruciating pain. For centuries, people have been using remedies that your culture knows little about, like hypnosis, Zen, acupuncture. In fact, some remedies appear more agonizing than the pain itself. This week at 6 p.m. on News Center 4, George Redding will show you new ways to deal with pain, including the ways of my people. It certainly can't hurt to watch.
You already know all the statistics. Every year, thousands of deaths are caused by drunk drivers. 1 out of 20 people have drinking problems. Families are torn apart because of alcoholics. But it could never happen to you, could it? Well, 3.5 million of these drunks are your kids. It's a problem that can't be ignored. Teenage alcoholics, starting Monday on News Center 4 at 6. Cigarette fires cause $2 billion of damage a year. Every year, 10,000 people are burned and disfigured because of these fires. Over 3,000 die. Why?
I'm Evan White, News Center 4. The cigarette companies could help prevent these needless fires, but they choose not to. Please watch my special report, Sleeping Death, this week on News Center 4.
You don't have to smoke to burn.
In the city that knows how, a seamy underworld of child prostitution is running rampant.
Turned my first trick when I was about 12.
Usually all I get is 35 at the most.
If you've got something somebody wants, why not sell it?
They come here thinking they know it all. They find out fast. They don't know anything.
Brings the gun back out, and he had it to my neck. And he says, "Do you want me to kill you?"
Hello, Mom?
Yeah?
I want to know if you come pick me up.
I can't.
If you don't know where your children are, this program could make you pray it stays that way.
The eyes of the world center on China.
The age of Mao is gone, and in its place an oppressive atmosphere, cloaked in the illusion of freedom.
In China, we have to get permission to do anything.
China seems different since the Cultural Revolution.
Living in Shanghai in the 1980s is not going to be like living in Shanghai in the 1940s.
China is leaving the Dark Ages, but the shadows remain. Shanghai Shadows, coming September 10th. On October 14th, you will be the victim of a nuclear attack by the Russians.
You might pay particular note to the nuclear submarines off the east and west coast.
These are not actors.
Confirm inbound missiles on the U.S.
These are not props.
Major Reinhardt, we have 12 sea-launched ballistic missiles inbound on the U.S. now.
Half an hour into this sneak attack, 8 million Americans will be dead. This will be the only time you can watch a first strike and survive. Coming October 14th.